I first got really involved with Weldmar in sort of 2022 when my mum needed some care. Obviously, I'd always had an understanding of Weldmar, what they do and how important they are in our area and what actual support they give, but I hadn't truly understand the actual support they give the patient and the carers and the family as well. So my mum, bless her, she was salt of the earth, a very strong lady, and it was actually the third time she'd had cancer. I can't really begin to describe the shock. I think the shock's probably one of the words. Disbelief. The previous two times that she'd had cancer, they did an operation and then she was fine. So this last diagnosis was in the January, and they gave, the prognosis was 4 months, and it literally was there or thereabouts, 4 months, and then mum was to pass. So for us as a family, we've always known mum as strong lady, nothing defeats her, extremely strong role model within the family and the community, and just generally in her business life as well. So suddenly to be told that obviously there was nothing they could do was a massive impact to the family. You know, I'm a mum, I've got 2 teenagers, the challenges that brings, and the, you know, owning a business, you know, full time. So for me to suddenly find Weldmar and these team of people, I mean, it's given me goosebumps saying it now, that can come out to the home and support me as a carer, obviously supporting mum, but it was that extra care and level of care that I didn't realise Weldmar actually offers. It was just amazing. So they would come into the home, they'd explain everything. You know, obviously I'd accompanied mum to hospital appointments, and it's very technical and words, and you know, when you're in a state of shock, not everything is taken in. You know, from my mum, obviously she knew it, she understood it, and me, it was just, oh my gosh, you know, I thought mum would be fine. So for me, they were there to explain it in layman's terms, if that makes sense, and to make sure I had an understanding of exactly what was happening, and step by step holding my hand and mum's. When we say care, we think medical professions, that, you know, fixing a wound or putting a bandage on or doing something, but it was more about the care of just having, for mum to have somebody to listen to, and for mum to have somebody to talk to, and then, you know, somebody just to be there. So, you know, when we say care, it encompasses all sorts of levels. So it's the friendship, the guys that gave, you know, mum and me. So it wasn't just sad, it wasn't just gloom and doom, it was fun. You know, there was jokes, there was laughter, there was, you know, there was all sorts of emotions going on. Obviously there was tears of happiness and tears of sadness, but the team was there through everything. And the passion that team had was second to none. You know, yes, they're professionals to do their job, but it was also just being somebody to listen to, somebody to talk to. You know, some of the girls would stay up over all night with mum and talk to her, you know, so I knew for me I could have a good night's sleep because I know somebody was with mum. For me also, the fact that they could obviously monitor and see mum's journey declining more than I could. So obviously Emma had identified literally that, right, mum needs to go in now, because there's obviously a sort of a window, which again I didn't know until they explained that between being poorly and very poorly, you know, you have to kind of get into the unit straight away. So telephone calls were made, arrangements were made, and I think mum eventually actually got into the unit very late at night, sort of 11, 12 o'clock at night, but the doctors stayed there to ensure that mum could be, you know, met and all the paperwork and necessary questions be asked. So from that moment, the staff were amazing. I mean, the diagnosis was about a week, and it was actually to the week. I don't know how they know this information, but I was staying there. So, you know, some nights I was sort of sleeping on the sofa in the lounge, and they'd come in and a blanket on me, and they'd come and talk, and they'd offer me, you know, I could get meals there, because obviously I was there, you know, for really, you know, a week. Sort of camping out. So the staff, from the medical professionals to the catering staff to the lady on the desk and the man on the desk, everybody was so welcoming, you know, and then obviously my father did come and visit, so they helped facilitate that, because Dad was in a wheelchair, so they made that all easier and able to do that. So I think everybody in the unit, from the moment you walk through that door, they make you feel that you're the only one this is happening to, and they give you the 100% attention. So the grounds of the IPU are just amazing. And I'm not sure if it's volunteers that help maintain that, or it's just beautiful. And for me, having that outside space and being with nature during that journey was great as well. So it wasn't just inside and, you know, in a room sitting with mum. I could go out and get some fresh air, I could go and have a walk, I could have some thinking time. So I think, you know, the whole setup of the whole unit has really been thought through, and there was always somebody there, you know, for me to ask a question if I needed to, so which was great. And I never was felt I was in the way, or, you know, being a pain or just being annoying. Everybody was just brilliant. Oh, everybody from the girls that came to at home, from the doctor that came, from the medical professionals in the unit. I mean, everybody was amazing. I just want to say a massive, massive thank you. And, you know, absolutely amazing job. And I just don't know how you get up every day and do it, but it's amazing and it needs to continue, and you need to be supported to be able to do this. Gosh, we couldn't have done it without them. Absolutely. I think I can't really say much more than that. I think if Weldmar hadn't been then, the whole process and the journey could have been very different. It could have been, yeah, I can't even bear to think about what it would have been like if we hadn't had Weldmar. Yeah.